to the laughing hour at the Spooky Frog Horrifying Book Podcast. I'm Samantha. I've not seen Jeffy in about 3 weeks. We haven't seen each other, and so now we just have fits of laughter as we're catching up. So.
Yeah, welcome to Giggle episode. Sam has been in Alaska.
Yes.
Jeffy's been in New Orleans.
We went in like the opposite type of like climates from each other. And the odd thing is like we swapped what climates we normally like. So I'm the lizard person that likes all that hot, humid stuff. And you're like, hey, I like it kind of chilly.
Yeah.
And we're like, let's go and do the opposite of what we want to do.
Yeah. Yeah. And I wasn't too pleased with the weather.
Yeah,
that
you were
was...
a little sticky. I had beautiful
man.
weather. I had beautiful weather. We spent about 8 days in Alaska. Anchorage and Seward were the towns that we were mainly in. And the first day, like we got in, had dinner, went to the hotel, got used to the time difference, got up the next day to do stuff. So that day, it was like 70 and sunny. And I got sunburned. I got sunburned in Alaska, and I wasn't really like mentally prepared for that. And I was also not mentally prepared for how off grid you are almost immediately when you're not in town. Like literally just driving to go from one place to another, no cell service. And you're like, oh, I'm just going to take this little trail. And nope, you're going straight up a mountain. And there's bears and there's moose. And like Alaska will try and kill you. But it's the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
Yeah. When you were telling me about your experiences out there, it definitely reminded me of the trip to Iceland. And I really think that should be your next trip.
I can't do the Iceland thing. They don't have trees. And every couple I've known that's gone there has broken up. It's like 4 couples now. It is the curse of Iceland. So if I went, I would have to go alone. I don't know if I could be on a flight that long. But there's no trees.
I know trees. People that have been there that are still together.
Okay, well, I don't.
1 and 2, you are absolutely right. It is an otherworldly experience. But I'll tell you, standing on a volcanic plume that is masquerading as an island. And it's like being on another planet.
There's volcanoes in Alaska.
Yeah, but I'm saying like this is only a volcano. Like there is
right. It's
it
just
is
built
not
up.
an island.
Yeah, it's like Hawaii in that respect.
Exactly.
The next place I'm going is I want to go to the Arctic Circle.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I'm going to go see some polar bears. I do need to go.
It's a tough one to get to.
Well, yeah.
Fascinating place though.
Right.
I really like the way that they've built out these new structures there. I mean, in the olden days, they would build a structure and then they would just have to leave it, jettison.
Right, yeah.
Because it would get
it would just get
like
coated.
swallowed by snow. Yeah. Not even necessarily coated, but swallowed. Because it's just kind of constantly doing this.
Right. The environment just is trying to swallow you whole.
Doing this for people who are on a podcast, probably listening to me speak. They don't know what this is.
Is this where like we usually do some kind of weird thing where we're trying to...
Yeah, Jeffy put a photo here.
Right.
Right.
Of a bear. Of a polar bear. Polar bear.
Of a bear. I'm not doing that. You're going to see in the edit, I didn't do that.
Oh, yeah, he did. He did it really hard, too. No, but... You know, it is otherworldly to be up there. It's a different vibe. It's interesting to be in a place where they consider the normal contiguous United States that we're all used to be somewhat foreign.
Yeah.
You know, it's totally different vibe. Everyone has these muck boots too. Like everyone's wearing like they know that like at any point this weather could change and you're going to need muck boots.
Sure.
And they're just very prepared. Nobody cares about the rain. Nobody has umbrellas. They're just like, this is what we get. It's nice. But
I would absolutely love to go up there, especially for the whale watching and different things.
Well, we saw one whale. So it was the off season. So we did see a humpback. And normally by the end of August, they're going down to Hawaii. So you normally don't see them. But we saw the one and it was a bit younger of one. And there was also an orca sighted in the area. And they think that the reason the orca left is because that humpback was there. And it tends to like the humpbacks will sometimes scare the whales away from their prey and kind of block them.
Sure.
And so the orca was like, all right, sea lions
little whale block.
Right, yeah. It's a big block.
Yeah.
But we took that boat through Resurrection Bay. It was 3 stories, right? And the first 2 levels are inside. And the top level, kind of like the Vista King here, where there's a cover to it, but you are exposed to the elements. And that's where like the captain is and everything. And I've been on a whale watching boat before, and I get motion sickness. So I took 2 Dramamine and a Zofran, which is the anti-nausea medication. And I'm like, I am not moving from the outside. Because if you go inside and you're feeling nauseous, you are done. You are done at that point. Like, you need the fresh air, and you need to be somewhere where you can see the horizon, like, really well. So, and I didn't want to miss anything. And it wasn't that cold. Like, I had a hat on, I had some gloves on, I had some hot hands in my pockets. But I did not move the entire time.
What's the temp? At this point, what's the temp? It
was in the 50s on land, or no, low 60s on land, but it was in like we have snacks. But on the boat, it was probably high 40s with the wind blowing in your face. And the wind was blowing off of glaciers.
Yes, please.
So, I didn't leave, but the people that did go downstairs and came back up looked horrified because they're like, it's like a medic ward down there. Like, everyone was puking. And I'm
wonderful.
So if you go whale watching, just be advised, like,
I don't get any of that.
That's right. Yeah. Well, people that literally said, like, I never get motion sickness were puking their guts out.
I've never gotten motion sickness in my life.
Oh. See, I got
from anything ever. Sam got me these awesome snacks.
We got treats. Well, okay, but I think I got the better thing. I got the spicy pickle shot.
Oh, yeah. And we're going to do a spicy pickle shot right now.
We're going to do a spicy pickle shot.
Now that I have this delicious
salmon berry
licorice taste in my mouth.
I also brought him strange meat.
I like to put strange meat in my mouth.
Yeah, Moose Country brand pepper stick. So we'll see about that.
I like a good package stick.
And then some chocolate walnut fudge.
A little fudge.
But my gift that I brought Stephanie back is the best one.
You can show it.
I'm going to show it because I don't think she's going to be able to see this.
It's not going to get launched.
Right, yeah. So Stephanie is our little shrimp. And somehow I found the weirdest thing, which is there is a guy named the Shrimp Whisperer in Alaska.
Dear God.
And so I found this.
The Shrimp Whisperer.
Calendar. And so this dude just takes shrimp, and he's got there's shrimp with a Santa hat. There's a shrimp that's like on some cheese. Looks like they're having a little date in the snow here. Like, that's really cute.
Let's see if we can get some of these.
And I'll pour our shots when we're doing that.
Yeah, so she's going to pour shots.
So I like a pickleback. I've never had a full, and I haven't really eaten much today because I've been busy. So this is going to be interesting. But
there we go.
I have not had pickle shot, but
Do you smell it?
I do now.
We're in
Is that why you were talking about pickles?
Yeah.
All right. So here's
one of our old sponsors, Tillamadoo.
Oh, yes.
Used to sponsor our Halloween.
Here's to traveling and to actually talking about books on this podcast.
Hey, we're going to get to the books.
That's interesting.
I love it.
I like it.
The pickle shot. Spicy pickle.
Oh, now I got spicy mouth.
The first time I had this was actually at Sabbatic.
Oh, okay. I can see that.
They carry this at Sabbatic, which is a bar in Milwaukee.
Yeah, for those.
Great bar for punk rockers and degens alike.
Yeah.
And they have the pickle shot there. I go with the spicy pickle.
I've not had the spicy one before. I kind of like it.
I like the spicy pickle.
I like a pickleback after a shot of good, rye whiskey.
It reminds me of Renge Fair or even the State Fair.
Oh, okay, yeah,
old school State Fair.
You're always getting a big pickle somewhere.
Big pickle,
yeah.
And if I can get the spicy pickle, I'm leaning into the spicy pickle.
Yeah.
And look at the bottom of this thing.
Oh yeah, it's got
There's a little brine in there.
It's got some pickle stuff in there.
Pickle stuff.
Pickle stuff. We're probably going to start using that for salt on the roads instead of the cheese brine.
Yeah.
So if you're not in Wisconsin, the roads here get very icy, and because we have one of the Great Lakes and they're trying to make sure that it's clean, the municipalities that are closer to Lake Michigan have started to use cheese brine instead of the commercial salt because we have a lot of it because we have cheese. They did not have cheese in Alaska. They had cheese, but it wasn't Wisconsin cheese.
Sure.
You had to go to a grocery store and it was cool, you have a slice of cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I've seen some of the stores that they have in Alaska, and a lot of them are built into the hotels or into the like municipality building, which is like some towns are just one
areas.
building.
Yeah, in some of the more rural and Arctic areas. So we were in the South Central area, which is coastal. So if you're looking at Alaska and it's kind of got like that little nub over here and it's got the little part that's like kind of sneaking around Canada over here, we're right there. So the Kenai Peninsula. And so we were in Anchorage when we started, and that's the biggest city in Alaska, which is still small. It's not as big as Milwaukee.
Yeah, it's like Cedarburg.
Yeah. Well, it's bigger than that. So Seward was like a mini Cedarburg. And Seward is one of the first port towns, and that's where a lot of the cruise ships go in and out of too. So it's very meant for tourism, but I think they had like a Safeway or something.
Oh, wow.
Smaller grocery store. The population is different demographically too, because of just geographically where they are. So in like our grocery stores where we would have, like whole great Mexican foods sections, and, you get all of your like tons of tortillas, you can have all the sorts of like hot sauces you want, like really good stuff. None of that really, but tons of Asian food.
Sure.
And Russian, which was really cool because it's like, oh, well, I can find some stuff here that like you don't find anywhere else in the United States.
Well, that's one thing that always bothered me. People gave Senator Palin a lot of crap about saying that, oh, yeah, well, Russia's just in my backyard. That's kind of legit.
Yes. Yeah. And so
that's actually not that far off.
There's a lot of Russian immigrants. There's a lot in the gift shops. There's quite a bit of like Russian like art or, paraphernalia. I don't know if you call that paraphernalia, but like stuff that's like culturally significant. And then just because, again, they're part of the Ring of Fire in the Pacific,
right.
A lot of Asian immigrants as well. And so you've got all these super cool little shops and grocery stores and bakeries. And they've all got that little flair to them, which was really, really cool to experience. But if you're not in like doing a tour or in like a touristy spot, the Midwest nice is like not a thing.
Sure.
It's like they don't really want to know how your day is. They're going to help you.
Yeah.
But they don't need the extras. So.
Right.
But we could talk about our vacations all night. But you went to New Orleans for a purpose. So I was getting away from it all. I didn't have cell service most of the time.
Yeah, disconnecting like a pro.
Yeah, and but you actually were working while I slacked off.
Yeah, I mean, I got a little vacation in there. We went to New Orleans to fly her for our boat. We're doing the maiden voyage.
Yeah.
In New Orleans.
The Creole Queen.
That's right. On 10/25.
Yeah. Come boat with us.
Yeah, it's going to be a spooky good time. Looking forward to that. But we needed to, put our foot forward. Yeah. And we actually got to, for the real time meet.
Oh, yeah. Eve. I'm
Hill.
So excited to meet her. I have some goodies for her too, like Wisconsin goodies from the Cheese Castle. So
that's fun. That's where we stopped. We stopped there and we got her we curded her up.
Yeah.
And we were handing out curds at the bar and just being DJs, and it was fantastic. And she showed us a couple of the locals go to, the places that the locals
I'm
fare.
so excited to meet her in person.
Oh, yeah.
She was
fantastic. She was fantastic. The entire thing was fantastic. And I got to spend some time with Stacy, a good friend of mine down there. We were talking about how our friendship is of a drinking age. And that's
it's old enough to drink now.
Yeah, that's right. You moved out of the house.
Yeah.
It's got its first apartment.
Sometimes it comes back to do laundry, but
but that's okay. You miss them anyway.
That's fine.
So it was a fantastic trip. We got a lot of flyering done. You can't flyer in the quarter.
Yeah, which makes sense.
Yeah. And also, like, why flyer in the quarter? Like, you're going to maybe some people that work in that area.
Right.
But if you're hitting tourists,
right,
but you don't want those tourists.
Right, you want the locals. We want all the locals to come and have fun. And we've got some...
Well, I'll take tourists, but those tourists won't even be there.
Right, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, we do have people that are traveling, too.
For sure.
Somebody online mentioned that they haven't gotten to one of ours up here yet, but they happen to be traveling to New Orleans when they're going to be there. So they're like, I bought tickets. We've got Scott, my author friend from Sturgeon Bay, him and his lady are coming down too. That's going to be a fantastic time.
Yep.
So yeah, people are getting excited.
I think it's going to be a fantastic time.
Oh gosh, it's going to be great. And
Yeah.
while you were flyering in New Orleans, we were flyering up here too. So we had like a flyer sandwich.
Yeah,
Of
yeah.
the central time zone.
Yep. So while we were down there flying for New Orleans, they were flying up here for our Halloween event.
Spooktacular.
Oh, the Spooktacular.
Spooktacular.
This is our 4th Spooktacular. We're calling this one 2025 because we're going to get away from the numbers.
Yeah, the numbers, because we'll need too much space at that point. We'll have to work it in. But yeah, this is our Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It's the costumes last year blew me away.
Yep.
Like the winner, like on stilts with a giant bird skull. It just insane.
And they had made that within, I think it was a couple of days.
Oh yeah.
And the production value on it was fantastic.
Oh yeah.
The stilts were fantastic. They showed up at 8:00.
They were there all night on stilts.
Yep.
That's dedication. Like they earned that money. So we gave away a ton of money too.
Oh yeah. Last year was $3,000 we gave away.
Yeah. I was very pleased to give that money away. It was
absolutely.
A lot of fun.
The year prior it was $2,100.
Yeah.
And then the year before that, I think it was like $1,200.
Something. Yeah. Can
like
I give the money away again?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Unless we end up using the money gun.
Oh, okay.
But also that's rude. But maybe we'll get $100 in singles
and just money gun
money gun the crowd.
You know what? That would go over probably better with X-Ray than the Midnight Toast did.
Yeah.
So we were doing
oh, you mean the Midnight Toast?
Midnight Toast. So
okay.
Like many of our really great ideas, they come from really dumb ideas in like our conversations and group chats. And so we were talking about Midnight Toast with our New Year's Eve party, which is a glow party. I'm like, Midnight Toast? Is it buttered? Like, or something like that.
Yeah.
And then you were like, wait, we could have toast. So we brought like 6 toasters to X-Ray. I'm carrying like a plate of like toast and handing it out. And then everyone just throws it at midnight.
Yep.
And X-Ray was finding toast for like weeks after that.
Oh, yeah.
I think
they asked us never to do that again.
Yeah, we were asked.
And that's fair. But you know what? If you were there, you had that experience, kudos to you.
It'll never happen again.
But you did it.
I loved it.
Sometime I'm going to talk somebody into doing a blood rave.
I know.
At some point in time,
argument.
This is going to happen.
My argument is that anybody who would let us do this doesn't have the appropriate insurance to do it because they'd have to be crazy to let us do this. Now, I am all for it if I can find a safe, non-lawsuit way of doing this.
My argument is it's not my liability. I don't know the venue.
Okay, well, that's why I'm saying whoever's crazy enough to let us do this probably doesn't have the insurance for it. So,
doesn't seem like a problem.
If you're crazy enough, anything is possible.
Right.
I think we've learned that through our time here, but yeah. Mm-hmm. So this has been like a night of me and Jeffy catching up.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we tried to start and stop this a whole bunch of times, and then we just start talking about things again. Because,
and the laughter continued.
Well, we haven't seen each other in weeks. And then even once we got back, both of us, like I came back, then you left, and then it was just, we've barely even spoken to each other, which is like very unusual. And, you know, now I know you're kind of tired from coming back. I'm still in my work clothes, so this is where you get corporate, Sam.
Yeah, I got back yesterday afternoon.
Yeah.
And worked this morning.
Yeah.
So
I
again am groggy.
Yeah, this is not our day job. Like it is 9 at night right now. You know, we both have day jobs in addition to how many things are we doing now?
Yeah.
So, but you know, I'm
book
done with,
fair.
Right, the book fair is coming up.
Something.
Yeah, goth somethings.
And
travel
podcast.
And the podcast. I'm done with the audiobook. It launched. It is on Amazon now. I'm very excited.
Yeah, that's cool.
So please look at, if you have Audible, go and look up Book Mail by Jason R. Davis. I narrate that book. I'm going to start looking at some more auditions. I don't know if I'm going to get any or not, but I'm going to
listen, authors. If you want to do an audiobook,
I would love to do this again.
Wouldn't it be great if you could have these vocal cords right here do your book? Wouldn't that be fantastic?
I will even not do the pickle shot before I start recording. Just
she's lying to you.
So.
You don't know. You don't know what she does.
There are some books that I've read that the one we're going to do next week, I actually would love to narrate, but like I'm totally not good enough to narrate this book. Like he's way too advanced for me.
You see, but that's horse pucky. Like,
at some
you
point,
can do whatever you want to do.
I would like to keep practicing. I would like to keep doing this. I would like to, it's not easy like you would think it would be, because it's like, okay, well, I recorded this character on this day and now it's 3 days later, that character's back. And what voice did I use for that? How did I do that inflection? Like, what timbre, what pitch was it? And then going back and trying to match that up too, to make sure that like you're not just randomly putting, weird voices for characters at random points in time too. So, and I will get better. So
that's why I would be terrible at that.
Also, if you know me personally, buy the book. Do not listen to it. It is a great book. It's actually really great. I just get very self-conscious of people hearing me that I know. So like, did you listen to it?
I'm not going to say anything.
Oh, good God. Your face is telling me. Did you hear the line?
Eventually you're going to hear a ringtone.
Oh no. I really actually love the book. I think it's a great story. I think it goes some really awesome places. I love the main character. She was so fun to play, but I get very self-conscious of like people that know me.
Give me one or two of your favorite lines.
Well, the one favorite.
I want to hear you say it. I already know the answers to I know I'm part of this
but
production.
I can't say it in the voice. Like, I can't say it in the voice in front of
me. Look
you.
me straight in the eyes.
I can't do it. And my other favorite line is the last line of the epilogue. And I can't say that on a podcast.
Why not? We own it.
It is not appropriate for most people. But that's why you should listen to the book, because you need to hear me say this line.
And you can rewind it and just play it over and over again.
I had to listen to that so many times. So many times.
I'm going to see if I can reach out to people who have really nasty books and see if they'll reach out.
Do it.
Yeah. And just have Sam continuously do
this. It wasn't nasty. So it wasn't a nasty book, but there are some graphic elements. It's horror. It's extreme horror. And it was so much fun. Like, so much fun.
I'm so excited.
But yeah, I'm excited to try and like look at some different characters and try and play them. I'm going to keep looking for some auditions and we'll just kind of go from there. So
yeah.
But speaking of books and good books and books that I really liked, we have an actual book this week too.
You keep breaking in and talking about these random books while we're talking.
Yeah.
This all seems very forced.
Yeah, it does. It's very contrived.
Yeah, it's contrived. I don't understand.
No.
It's like we have to break for a commercial or something.
Yeah. I mean, at some point, please, if you have a commercial. If you have a commercial,
we'll take one.
We'll take one.
We are now sponsored by Pickle Shot. Put a pickle in your puss.
And Strange Meats. Buy Strange Meats today.
See, back in the olden days, puss meant your mouth.
I understand this. Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
thank
I
you.
wanted to clarify.
The historian, Mr. Jeffy.
Yeah, that's right. Tip. I never did get to finish about the Alaskan buildings that walked.
Oh, yes.
Walked out of the snow. But you know what? That's okay. We can breeze right by it. Apparently, we have books to talk about.
We do. You've told me about the buildings, though. And if we...
And I'll keep telling you.
Once you get a hold of something, you're not letting it go.
Never.
Never.
I want to see these little buildings dance. I want to go to the Arctic and see the little buildings dance.
I want to go
They brush his little feet.
I want to go see penguins and I want to go see polar bears.
I mean, you're going to have a very limited amount of buildings you can even go to.
Well, yeah.
So I imagine that you will be in this building. Yeah. And then I will just ask you, hey, Sam, please take photos of his feet.
Little feet. Okay.
These are the only feet photos I'm ever going to ask you for. That is it.
What against my feet? What's wrong with my feet?
I don't like your feet.
I do.
But I do want to see this little snow guy's feet. This little snow building.
I'll do a foot comparison where like my little tiny child's foot, because I've got ridiculously tiny feet.
It's true.
So like I can't shop at a normal shoe store.
She dances on nubs.
No, so when I go to the shoe store, like I can't just go to like a regular, like a Payless or a Shoe Carnival or something, because they start their sizes bigger than my feet are. So then I'm looking at children's shoes and those are weird and don't fit right. And so then I'm in a perpetual state of like weird shoes.
You and Steph can go shop at Baby Gap for shoes.
Well, no, she has bigger feet than me.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Way bigger.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
I got her on height though.
Hollow girls.
Oh my God. No, so I have actually I've been looking forward to reading this for a long time, like since I got it. So Hollow Girls by Jessica Drake Thomas. She is a sweetheart. I love her. You're just going to giggle, aren't you? The whole time.
Well, we're 24 minutes into the podcast, and we've finally started talking about the book.
One of these days, we'll get this down.
We
have to not record the first time we see each other in a long time.
Yeah.
Because it's just going to go like this.
And please understand, we've been talking for an hour and a half.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got here at 7. It is now 9:15 in the year of our Lord. In the year of our Lord Pickle Shot. And I got books.
And we got books. Ooh-wee.
One of the ways that I used to advertise for the book fairs is I would just go up to people and be like, hey, you like books? And then give them a flyer. And people would be like, yeah, I like books. I'm like, here, you got to come to this thing now.
Yeah, and the Venn diagram of goths and people
books?
who like spooky books.
Oh, yeah. It's a circle.
Yeah.
Occasionally I'll get somebody that's like, no, I don't like books. I'm like, all right, goodbye.
Yeah.
And that's how I actually met Jessica Drake Thomas. So she was one of my first alumni for Spooky Frog. And the crazy thing is, so this book came out in 2024. So it's not that old. It came out in March of 2024, I think. And she has limited social media. And I don't even know if she's going to see this, but hi, and I'll send it to you. But there were some Facebook groups that this book just went ballistic in. People were could not stop talking about this book. They were super into it. It was getting passed around in all these different groups. So many people were reading it. I know that translated into some good sales, but I mentioned that to her. One of the times I saw her, I think maybe at the last Spooky Frog, or maybe it was at the other event we went to in Indiana, and she had no idea.
Wow.
She had no idea that it went viral on these Facebook groups. And I think it's because, it's a unique take on a couple different stories.
It's strange that wouldn't translate into sales.
Oh, no, I did. I'm saying, I think it did. It's, maybe it's on, Libby or one of the libraries or something. So maybe some people borrowed it that way, but it explains her boost in sales now.
Sure.
So, and, I definitely think that got her into some of the other events and everything, but she's pretty accomplished on her, just besides this too. She's got a couple other books out. And she is a poet mostly. So she's got 2 books of poetry, Gothic poetry.
Oh.
Yeah. So really cool. And then she's actually a editor of poetry as well too. So really accomplished person. Totally like her. And she always has these really cool outfits, super classy and tasteful, but they're really, really cute. So makes me very happy. She says, and I'm just going to read it off the thing because this is part of her bio. Jessica's vibe is black nail polish, horror movies, and cupcakes. Which is
amazing.
that. How perfect is that for what we do?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, she's got 2 dogs. She lives in Milwaukee, so she's a Milwaukee person. And her dogs' names, Poppy and Potato.
Oh.
Potato.
Oh, that's very nice.
Right. How do you not like a dog?
I hope that's just a fat, round guy.
I don't know.
Super happy, fat little man.
It says Black Lab and a Dalmatian. I want to know which one's Potato. Is it the lab? Is the lab the potato?
No.
Because I feel like labs are kind of potato-y.
Are they?
In the brain.
Well, you're thinking personality.
Yes.
I'm thinking this round little tubby creature.
Okay. But neither of them are that.
Get them fat enough.
Jessica, please tell us which of your dogs is Potato. And
we want to see
pictures.
Potato.
Yeah, we want to see pictures because we want to love on your dogs.
We actually want to meet you and pet your dog.
Oh, yeah. Well, she's going to be at
We want to meet
Spooky
your
Frog.
dog.
Bring your dogs to Spooky Frog. We'll smuggle them into the hotel. We'll feed them little cocktail weenies or something.
We will have potatoes on hand for Potato.
Oh, yeah. We'll get potatoes for Potato.
Yeah.
But no, I was actually, this podcast gave me an excuse to finally get this off of my TBR, my to be read list, for those of you not in the lingo, because I really wanted to read this because it was so hyped up. My volunteer, Savea, this is a book that she absolutely loved and I trust her opinion. But it's neat because this book to me has 2 distinct themes, right? So it's what the book is about. And then there's a theme for me. And I was thinking about this today, knowing I was going to see you again. And I think that's kind of part of why I picked it too. And it turned out great timing. Friendship is a huge theme in this book. Very deep, very personal friendship and the lengths you will go to for your friends and some of the blindness you can have when you're in a very deep friendship.
Sure.
The other theme in this book is the Fae.
Oh.
So we have not had the Fae come up before in books that we've covered. This is definitely not like your happy, tiny, winged fairy creatures. Like, this is the straight up Fae. Like, they are not,
Right.
they're not good.
Razor teeth.
Yeah, like, they are scary.
Yeah.
And I love that. And I love that she doesn't, like, they don't come up right away. They come up later. And it's not a secret. Like, most people know that the Fae are part of this book. So I'm not, like, blowing a secret here or anything.
It's fascinating how Disney and other companies like that
They co-opted
really
it, sanitized
whitewashed the living shit out of all of these. Yeah. I mean, most of those stories were stolen by, what was the brothers?
Grimm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Brothers Grimm.
Yeah, but the original Grimm's fairy tales, like, we know only some of the really sanitized ones. A lot of them are very dark. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
I used to have the big book, and, my dad would read to me out of it when I was a kid. And I loved the mouse, the bird, and the sausage. It's like they all switch roles, and that means that the sausage is getting wood and gets eaten by some creature, and then the mouse or the bird is now cooking, which means he gets in the frying pan. It's awful. Like,
Sure.
I don't know why I liked that story so much. I think we're seeing why I like horror books.
Sure.
The indoctrination very young. So, but yes, it has the Fae in it, which is cool because it's not like a hokey version of the Fae. But there's also a good mystery element to this, which I really like too. So the premise of the book, which I should probably tell people at some point in our 45 minutes that we have here. So two best friends go into the woods when they're about 12, and only one of them comes out. And that one doesn't really have memories surrounding this event. Sometimes she'll get flashes, but that's kind of it. And so her entire life from that point on has been built around losing her best friend. And they were intensely close, like very, very close. They got through a lot of bullying together where, I know you and I both experienced a lot of bullying, and that can kind of trauma bond you in a way too when you're, trying to find your place in the world. And so this very much reminded me of, I keep finding books that kind of remind me of like our childhood in a way.
Yeah.
Like I try and tie them in.
Yeah. It's been absolutely lovely to have this podcast to really dive deep into our friendship.
It's just our friendship podcast, which I'm okay with. So, but yeah, so they're best friends. They're like intensely best friends, probably a little too intensely to be like healthy for either of them, I think. And it's just so well written too. So, our main character is now grown up. She has lived with this trauma her whole life. And she's occasionally being haunted by her best friend that is missing. And this all kind of comes to a head because she gets a phone call from her old hometown. She's since moved on. She has nothing to do with her hometown. It's a little tiny town. She gets a phone call that her father is missing. And she's been getting more of these flashes of her, haunting of her best friend, basically, and is going, okay, well, are these two related? Did my dad try and go after my best friend and try and find her? Did he find her? What has he found? So she comes back to her hometown, which is a very small town, and you kind of learn more of the lore of the town. And it's amazing for a book that's not that long. There's so much lore packed into it. So this town has not like a curse to it, but...
What year is this set in?
It's modern.
Okay.
Yeah, like people have phones and stuff. So, but the town isn't necessarily cursed, but it is well known in the town that children go missing in the woods frequently, and usually young girls. And like, this is a problem. So like parents are telling their kids that they're not allowed in the woods. Well, of course, her and her best friend go into the woods. And I was thinking back on, well, how many times were we doing stuff we weren't supposed to do? So,
in the woods.
In the woods. A lot of times in the woods. There was under Grange Avenue, there was
underpass.
Yeah, an underpass. Well, it was like where the creek would run under the road there. And so there's a big like cement tunnel and like some grates, like just bars across it. And I was very, very small, much smaller than I am now. And I could skinny on through those bars, and I would just cross the road that way because I wasn't allowed to actually cross the road. Yeah. So my way around that was to go into the little woods and in the creek, go under this. And there were like raccoons and stuff, and who knows what was down there. And of course I got in trouble. And how many times did you and I get in trouble for playing around in the woods? Like,
yeah. My underpass was always underneath Loomis.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know the one I'm talking about.
Absolutely. Yep. Yeah. There's some good ones there.
Yeah.
But it was so funny as I was reading this, just reflecting back. I'm like, yeah, I could totally see myself getting into this type of situation. So, that breaking the rules, that kind of sense of, yes, you have intense friendships and sometimes they can even get unhealthy, and then loss of friendships too, which can be very traumatizing. And then, the whole mystery aspect. And it's really cool. The characters are really, really well done. So obviously we've got the two best friends. We've got Olive, who is our main character, and then Stacia, who is her best friend.
Sure.
And the characters are very, very fleshed out. Like even Stacia, even though she goes missing very early in the book, like her character is so strong. Like she stands up to bullies as like a young girl and just kind of brushes it off. Even though it does bother her, she never lets them see that it bothers her. And so I just think she's a great character. And then obviously we have Olive's father, who goes missing. And then along the way, there's a couple other characters too. There's the character of Harley, who used to be a bully, and now his daughter is now missing. And so now they're working together to try and solve this.
Sure.
And, a couple other of her, people that she went to school with, and some of them have grown up and some of them have not.
Sure.
And again, it just took me right back to,
the bubble.
The bubble. Yeah, exactly. So, and again, this takes place in a small town. There's some woods. There's people that stay in the town forever. There's people that leave because they need to get away from this town forever. So really kind of fun throwback in a way. But I love when I'm reading something and it just takes me to personal places and I can personally associate with it. So even though we've got a mystery, I've never had a friend of mine go missing, not for real. But being able to connect personally, and the way that she writes it, I think because she's a poet, she has a way of writing that really smoothly draws these personal connections out in you and really richly develops these characters. And she's not overly flowery with her descriptions. Like it's not like they're dry, but they're
tight.
Yeah, they're tight. They're very professional. Like it was a very well written book. And I think people get an impression of indie horror that, it's not going to be as good. And, sometimes you do get a book that might have a typo or there's maybe a slight error or something in somebody who's maybe newer. But I like that.
We know a copy editor you can get.
We do know a copy editor.
We do know a copy editor.
We do know a copy editor. So, yeah, if you need one, spookyfrogpodcast@gmail.com.
Reach out.
It's not one of us because neither of us can spell.
I can't even read.
You can. I'm
going to convince all these people that I can't read.
You're going to yell that you can't read again?
Yeah. On a consistent basis, I'm just going to lean into the camera and say, I can't read.
And I'm never going to watch a Marvel movie, so.
I have been trying to talk. All right, let me explain this.
Oh, boy.
I've been trying to talk Sam into watching one. And that's Spider-Man No Way Home. And anyone who has seen that movie knows what I'm talking about. The scene at the very end. Weep with me.
Are you just going to try and find some way to make me cry after last time's episode where we talked about how I only cry at one thing, and it's that children's movie from like the 80s?
Yes.
Okay. We're just trying to figure out what's going to actually make me crack.
Yep.
Okay. Well, this is going to be fun for no one. Okay, maybe I'll be fun.
I'm going to find 38 reasons for you to cry.
Okay. I don't know why it's 38. Why is it 38?
Just because.
Okay. I'm glad we're chaotic. The pickle shots are kicking in.
The pickle shots and the absolute exhaustion.
Right.
I drove to New Orleans.
Yeah.
I should specify. I did not fly. I drove. So that is 14 hours there, 14 hours back.
Yeah.
Spending some time in Memphis
Oh, yeah.
splitting the time.
I think that's where we're going to stop when we go down for the boat.
That's the best bet.
Yeah, just it's a good point, and then there's less of a drive the next day.
Yeah,
so.
and also the food is absolutely
Right.
fantastic. You know, the last place that I stopped was fantastic.
The only time I've been to Memphis is a layover in Memphis, and literally everyone got off the plane, got barbecue, got back on the plane.
That's basically what you do.
Yeah.
I mean, Beale Street is what, 3 blocks long, and then the rest of it is just The Walking Dead.
Wow.
That's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, there used to be a Hyatt with a Polaris on the top of it.
Oh.
The revolving.
Yeah.
And if you look up there right now, it's boarded up and people have spray painted all over it. And it's really depressing.
I mean, ours isn't functional anymore downtown, but like
it's not functional, but
it doesn't
you can
rotate anymore. You can still go there. Yeah. It doesn't rotate.
But in Memphis, it's not great. You know, the economy is not fantastic there, I don't think.
That's sad.
Yeah, it is sad.
Especially because
a little urban decay.
I like Tennessee. Like the landscape in Tennessee is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Like I like it. So I'm excited to do this drive, but I mean, I was lucky. I did just planes for a lot, but it's a long flight.
Are you doing the motorcycle?
No, not when we come down.
Okay.
No, not at all. No, because I'll need to have shoes and clothes and no. But when we went to Alaska, it was 4 hours to Seattle and then another 4.5 hours to Anchorage. Like, I think people don't understand how far away it is because I certainly didn't. I just booked flights and I'm like, I'm doing this. And I didn't really think about it too much. And, but then we did a lot of other transportation. We did a lot of driving. We did a train too. So that
How was the train? Where did you sit in the train?
So we had like a regular, seat in the train, but you were allowed to move around wherever you wanted to go. So there was a dining car and you got free breakfast if you wanted it. But I made the mistake of getting a breakfast burrito in the train station. And so I wasn't hungry. And then there was an observation car, which is sitting above.
Yep.
And so we spent a lot of time up there. And it was just, so that train goes to places that are inaccessible by road. There are no roads. You can only get in or out by the train.
Sure.
And there's 2 whistle stops total. Once you get out of like your, kind of where it branches off from the main highway and the ocean and goes into the Chugach National Forest and mountain range. And we actually dropped off some backpackers at one of these whistle stops. And the only way you're getting back out of there is to get back on the train the next time it comes. So you have to time that right.
That's wild.
And we're seeing moose, saw a beluga whale off the thing, and just glaciers, waterfalls, everything, like absolutely insane. So, but I could talk about that forever. Finishing up with this book, not too many triggers. Bullying, I guess, would be triggers, a little bit of violence at the end, but like,
if you're reading horror, I imagine that's not a big trigger point for you.
Right. No. Yeah, not at all. If you're somebody who's sensitive and wants horror that's not going to like make you queasy or not going to be overly gratuitous or violent, this is a great one to do. Probably appropriate for like young adult readers too.
Sure.
Not a ton of sex or swearing or anything like that. Like none of that really. So, we have one more thing to do.
Yes, we do.
And we have to do it quick. We have a gift.
All
right, so we're going to tear this open. This is a author sent us some books. So we're going to
open it live.
Yeah.
And it's just a head.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
We're actually doing this. All right. I usually have a knife on me, so this is not going as well.
That's actually 100% true. Sam generally has a knife.
Oh, we got bookmarks. Check this out.
Oh, bookmarks. So while you're rummaging, there you are. Some most excellent bookmark.
All right. Oh, we got 2. We got 2 books. So we got book mail. All right. So we got both of the books from Ross Kiley. So we got Nightmare Jungle. And this is the one that he said was, oh, look at this cover. That cover of this is really, really cool. So this is like Vietnam era, but like things go wrong. Oh, and he signed it.
Yeah, both of them.
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, that's fantastic. And what's that one?
This is Stuck to a Monster.
Oh, that's right. That's the one with the podcasters, right? And we're going to have to cover that one. We'll work it into the rotation.
I love the cover.
Yeah, I like both covers. They're both really this reminds me of like an old Cannibal Corpse.
I wish I could read because it smells good.
Okay.
I could just And just sniff them.
Okay.
I'm gonna
I'm glad
through
you're
osmosis.
You're abusing the book. Okay.
I'm just gonna absorb it.
Well, then I won't need to tell you about it when
That's
I read
right.
it. So we'll work that into the rotation. If you would like to send us a book, obviously we love having the physical copies because then we can show them off. But if you want to send an ebook or a PDF, that's fine too. Give us an email at spookyfrogpodcast@gmail.com. There's also, we have a P.O. box now. We're going to put that in the bottom and in the show notes so that people can find that too. So you can actually send me things without knowing where the heck I live so you don't be a creeper. Yeah. So, because again, I carry a knife. So we do have a shout out too. So we have our first patron.
Yeah, we do.
We do. And I love this person very much because they're an amazing person. And so Jessie Rose, who wrote Atomic Love, which we did a couple weeks ago, which will not get out of my head. She's our first patron.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And so she co-runs Slay the Lake, which is the kind of Chicago area in southern Wisconsin LGBTQIA plus horror book fair. And so she sponsors Spooky Frog. I usually sponsor Slay the Lake, and we just kind of go back and forth with that. Incredibly supportive person to the industry, to other authors. And
Jessie's very sweet.
Yeah, and to the community. And yeah, always, I mean, she got up at like 6 a.m. to be on TV with us that one day. Yeah. So you were not awake. She was.
Yeah.
And prepared.
I was there, but I was not there.
Yeah, in spirit.
Yep.
So
my body was there.
Yes. So if you would like to join our Patreon, it is very cheap. The lowest tier is $3 a month. It goes up to $12 a month. You get into all the Spooky Frogs for free. We will give you the shout out. If you go to patreon.com, I think /SpookyFrogPodcast, you can see all of the things that you get for being a patron. And we'll put that in the show notes and on our little scrolling thing for those of you watching the podcast as well. So next week. So we're actually in real time now. So you'll be getting this just a few days after we've recorded it. So next week, we are going to cover a book that stressed me out.
Oh.
Really stressed me out. So we're going to do Brian Pinkerton's The Perfect Stranger. And this came out earlier this year. And this is a place we have not gone before either. We are doing techno horror.
Oh.
Technology-based horror. So this is a really cool one. I know you're a technology buff. So
is this all of the AI?
There's some,
sure.
But it's not. I talked with Brian very briefly because I wanted to tell him I was doing this and say, hey, are there any notes you want to give on this? And he's actually out of the country right now with his family on vacation. And so he sent me a whole bunch of things on like how he started with the book and, why he wrote it and some other things too. But Brian's been to all the Spooky Frogs, total sweetheart. Him and some of the other Chicago area authors go to a lot of like the 80s concerts together, and it's just adorable. Like,
that's awesome.
Yeah, like him and John Everson go a lot of times, and like I need to catch one of these concerts with them because I love the 80s.
Yeah.
You love the 80s.
Yeah.
And they're just a fun bunch of guys. But yeah, so that's what we're going to cover next week. I was stressed out the entire time I was reading this because it's not just technology horror, it's work-based technology horror. Oh yeah, it's work-based horror. I was so stressed out.
That printer's going to get it.
Oh, you know what? Printers are from the devil. We talked a lot.
Yeah. But that's all we have for today.
Yeah, I'll let you sign us off. All I did was babble at you this whole time.
No. The reason I love doing this podcast is because I get to see Sam light up with joy to talk about the thing that really, drives her.
I'm usually pretty quiet.
It's amazing. Yeah. Yeah. Usually it's Jeffy like, oh, let me tell you about this band. Let me tell you about this music. Oh my God. Let me tell you about this new program I got.
Yeah.
So it's nice to be able to actually listen.
I'm just over here like, you like books?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh.
Well, thanks everybody. We will definitely catch you next time. Send us a message, subscribe, tell your friends. We'd love to see some more books.
Yeah. Send us some emails
yeah, it's fantastic. You guys are really engaging with us on this platform, and we look forward to seeing you again.
Awesome. Thank you so much.